Now, a star-studded lineup of top disabled golfers from around the world will be teeing off at the Zwartkop Country Club on Monday, the 2nd of May, for the Nedbank SA Disabled Golf Open. The defending champion, South African Daniël Slabbert, will need to bring his A game to stave off Americans Vince Biser, Chad Pfeiffer, Spanish standout Juan Postigo, Manuel de los Santos from the Dominican Republic, as well as, a few others. Now, we've got the 2014 Nedbank SA Disabled Golf Championship, Josh Williams from Canada, who's also going to be in the mix. Now, joining me to talk about this is the CEO of Disabled Golf Association, Mr. Eugene Forster, and Byron Calvert. Gentlemen, good evening and thank you very much for coming to Sports on Prime.
Good evening. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for having us.
All right. Now, as I did that walk, I was really hoping that I wasn't going to trip and fall over. But I'm really glad that you guys were able to come through to join us, because it's quite a big tournament that this one is. I mean, you've got from what I see, the best of the best from around the world.
Absolutely. We're really proud. We've got a star-studded field. And young Daniel, as much as I'm a South African and I'm rooting for him, he's going to have his work cut out to make it the 5th trophy.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, this is the 18th South African Disabled Open Championship this year. What's been the secret of success for this particular event?
It's been a combination of good golf, good golfers with disabilities, a good organisation. We have a very strong organising committee, and under the leadership of our tournament director Lily Reich, who runs a tight ship. And then of course sponsorship. Nedbank's been with us for 11 years, but it's big shoes to fill. They are leaving us, so we're in the market for a new title sponsor for this tournament, which is one of the previous champions, Mick Horsley, has dubbed it the best disabled tournament in the world. So I'm a bit biased when I say that, but we're very proud of our tournament.
Now, let's see if we can bring Byron in here. Byron, you're one of the, I believe, 74 players who are going to be lining up to see if you can take top honours this year. Can you tell us what it is that you're looking forward to and where you think your main challenges for that trophy will be?
Yeah, thank you. Look, I think this Disabled Open, it's a great event for disabled people to come together with people that have got like-minded disabilities, and every day you've got daily challenges that normal people don't necessarily go through in normal environments. And this is a nice way for all of us to actually just compete on a level playing field on a level basis. And yeah, I think we've got a very big field of very good international golfers coming through. We are going to have our work cut out for us, but I can guarantee you that we are South African by heart, so we won't give up the trophy very easily. And we do have very good talent. So yeah, let's see. It's going to be a very interesting week coming ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we say we won't give up the trophy very easily. Daniël Slabbert is the current champion. He's going to be out there as well. Have you done any practice swings with him anytime in the last couple of weeks?
I have. Yesterday, actually, we did hit a few balls together, and unfortunately, I'm not really at that kind of level yet, but one day we'll get there. But as well, Reinhardt, he's the world's one-on golf champ for 2 years in a row now. And for him to come so close last year, I think he's also in a good contention for this year. And I think we will definitely not give the internationals a very easy ride to take this trophy home with them.
Right, now, coming back to you, Eugene, there's a program called the First Swing Program that's part of this tournament. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yes, absolutely. We identified in the early 2000s that when we tried to grow the sport, that we went to the schools that cater for disabled children. We realized that there's such a demand for this sport and to cater for severely disabled children. So there's two parts within one part in terms of the First Swing program, is that there's severely disabled children, and then we've got youngsters like Ignatian Dowries from the Western Cape, who has come on in leaps and bounds. So it's a feeder program for the Disabled Open as well, but ultimately it is a focus on disabled children and giving them a modified golf environment, especially for those kids that will never get onto a golf course. So a combination of the two.
All right. Now, talking of which, I'm coming back to you, Byron. You lost your leg in a shooting accident 3.5 years ago. And that's when, like a year later, you started playing golf. How has your life changed since you started playing golf?
Yeah, well, it's a very good question. You know, after losing my leg, you go through a few battles. First of all, trying to figure out where you now fit into society. and what your new limitations are and what you will be capable of doing in future. And golf has been a great tool for me to prove to myself and to everyone else that whether you've got one arm or one leg, or whether you're not disabled at all, having a handicap, you can compete on a level footing. And that really makes you, as a disabled person, feel a bit more a place where you can find yourself again, and you can push yourself and strive to become better and to live a normal lifestyle. And it really has helped me to give me the tools to live a normal life again.
Talking of which, I mean, there must be some days when you got ups and some days when you got downs. How do you push through the down days?
Look, I've got a very good family base. Obviously, that's where it starts from. But, you know, I don't believe that being disabled is an excuse to say that you've got really bad days or really good days. I think everyone in life has got their own problems and ups and downs. But, yeah, as a disabled person, I think you just have to remain positive. That's a nice part about these 70-odd players that we'll be seeing next week. They're a wonderful bunch of people, and they're always positive, always got a smile on their face. And I think your body is a wonderful tool that it just learns to deal with all these problems and take it step by step, and you eventually don't even notice that you're disabled anymore yourself.
Right, now coming back to you, Eugene, I think what Byron is saying is quite key, and because we've had a few other sporting codes, the disabled sporting codes that have actually come onto the show. Wheelchair tennis. There was a massive SA Open that happened our Joburg side recently. We've also had a lawn bowls, the disabled team, come through to us a few times. It's quite key for us to actually get to grips with the realities of life. You know, that at any one point one can find themselves in a place where you weren't last night, because of an accident or an incident. When you're out there and you're planning the program, how much of that features into the courses that you plan for the players? Do you actually get into a frame of mind where you plan a course that's going to work for disabled people, or do they just play what normally abled golfers would be playing?
As far as the competitive side, no inch is given, so we play normal courses under normal conditions. And like Byron said, it's part of the road to recovery, especially if you weren't born disabled and you had an injury that left you disabled. You want to say to yourself, you know what, I'm still okay. I can still play this game, and golf is a wonderful game where I've got a golf handicap, which can put me against Tiger Woods, Ernie Els, or Brandon Grace, any of those guys. I'm a certain handicap, Byron's a certain handicap, and that levels the playing field, which is a wonderful environment, especially for youngsters as well.
No, very good. When you tee off on the 2nd of May, Byron, look, what makes you think? I'm going back to that keeping the trophy in South African hands. What makes you think that we've got a really good chance? You have said that you're not at Slabbert's level yet. But what makes you think that it could stay South African? Yeah,
look, we've got home ground advantage, which is definitely going to help. And I think the whole spirit behind it is we obviously don't want to. We're a good bunch of guys. We want to see each other succeed. So we won't be hoping that the internationals fail, but we will definitely be rooting and helping out our fellow South African competitors. But I really think the home field advantage, our weather, our climate, our altitude, I think that's all going to play into our hands, hopefully. Let's see what happens. No,
very good. Now, in closing, I just want to check with you, Eugene. How do people get to watch this? The spectators that are willing to come through, how do they get their entries into the tournament? It is absolutely free. All they got to do is come down to Centurion next week, especially on the public holiday on Monday. Come through. The final rounds on Wednesday. There's no entry fee. Just come and support us. Come really see the power of the human spirit in action at this tournament. Not very good. Eugene, Foster, and we've got Dylan Calvert. Thank you so much for coming through, and we really wish the best for you. We hope you get there when you actually compete for top honors very soon. And I think it's a great initiative, and I think it should be supported. Coming through to Centurion next week on Monday, the day after May Day. So make sure that you go there and support our South African golfers.